Hey, welcome to the Fast Lane Car. My name is Tommy Micah, and it's a big day at TFL HQ because we've got a new project car. Yeah, underneath this sheet is our 2017 project, and it may be the biggest mistake we've made all of this year. Check it out with me right now. Any final guesses? I'll give you a hint, it's not a Jeep, but it might be even less reliable than my old 1995 YJ, if that's even possible. Let's take a look! Yeah! We're Porsche owners again. This is a 1999 Porsche Boxster, but it's not just any old Boxster. This was and is the cheapest Boxster on Craigslist. This whole bucket of magnificence, $6,000 for a mid-engine Porsche. And it runs, sort of, $6,000, but it's got a lot of issues.
Alright, so tell me about the car. You know, it looks like it's in good shape. It's got some body damage, but what do you know about it?
So the car is a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He bought it from an older gentleman that passed away, I believe, and bought it from the family. Rich is in his late 60s. I think the guy he bought it from was also an elderly man. The reason why he's getting rid of it is he went through two complete knee replacements.
Not easy to get in and out of, huh?
And just Porsches aren't easy to get in and out of. With the tops down, they're much easier to get in and out of. But when the top's up, they're not easy. So he bought it, he enjoyed it for 3 years.
Yeah, so the most critical question, of course, is has the IMS bearing been replaced?
Everybody that's called on this car has asked that same question.
I figured.
And it's been such a mystery, and I've always told everybody to come and get the car, take it to a mechanic, and find out if the IMS bearing has been done. I was aware of it, and that's what I've told everybody. You know, take a chance. It's a great value for a car. Take it to your mechanic, see if the IMS bearing was done. If it was, you just saved a couple grand. If it hasn't, then it could be a couple grand, or there's plenty of these that have been on the road that hasn't had an issue.
Yeah, so the issue with that is we'd love to take it to a mechanic, but you got to pull the transmission.
Right, yeah, it's a little bit harder to tell, you know. I offered that, but that's why the great value in the car.
Question is, you're asking $6,900. Would you take 5 for it?
No.
No, too little.
Too little.
How about if we meet in the middle? Would you take 6 for it?
He authorized me to take 6 for it.
You got yourself a deal.
All right.
We got ourselves another Porsche.
This car's many issues start right at the front. One of the headlights is clearly a different opacity than the other, which indicates that this car has been in an accident. I don't think so though, because the front bumper diffuser has a lot of scratches, which usually means that this has not been replaced. But it's kind of hard to say. We did run a Carfax on this, which was one of the main reasons we bought it. It came out clean. Moving along the side, we've got plenty of other issues to talk about. Guys, it's pretty clear that this car has been in some kind of massive curb damage because that wheel is ruined. And sure enough, look at this gash in the rocker, it's huge! Apparently, the previous owner was this old dude, and he took a turn too tight. Wow, he did a number. But that's not pretty. You can't see it from above, but it's definitely there. The paint is actually pretty clean. This car was $6 grand, so we weren't expecting it to be perfect, but it's still got a good amount of luster. Once again, the back, good shape. All the panels line up well. All the lights work. Spoiler still pops up as it should.
The tires are kind of worn out. Right, there's not much tread left, especially the rear tires. But otherwise, it's a really clean car. I love this blue color.
Yeah, sorry it's dirty. We live out on a dirt road.
Yeah, no worries. And there's a, is there a little bit of a...
There's a little indentation right here is where you're seeing it's really hard.
There's a little indent right there. So there's a little body damage.
This car does have the 17-inch wheels versus the 16s, so that's kind of cool. And the interior. It's really clean, actually. Still have its original manuals here. Carrera floor mats, so that adds at least 20 horsepower. And the seats are all leather. And the top is in great condition too. Unfortunately, I cannot demonstrate that to you right now because it only works about 50% of the time. Keep in mind, this flat 6 is only 2.5 liters. Just over 200 horsepower, just over 180 pound-feet of torque. But I have a feeling out here, none of that will matter. Oh yes! Oh, woo! This car is brilliant! It's so fun to drive out here. The steering is so direct. The chassis, even with 100,265 miles, is so solid. It feels like I can take these corners at any speed, doing whatever I want, and the car will just be like, yep, that sounds fine. So this is what I love about Porsches, and this is what you don't get in pretty much any other car. This is a flat 6 characteristic. Third gear, it just doesn't end. Is it crazy fast? No, but it's just resilient. Oh, it's so fun. No, this is not going to be a twin turbocharged WRX in a drag race. No, this probably won't keep up with an Evo around the bends. But it just is so much fun to drive. Now, although the interior is very clean, a lot of things don't work, starting with the key. The button's cracked. It doesn't work. We need a new key. We only have one key. When you're buying a late 90s, early 2000s Porsche, really any Porsche, make sure you have 2 keys because keys are $500. $500. Let's see if it starts. Close the door. That shouldn't sound like that. Something's broken in there. That could be the window. Okay, please start. This is very worrying. Ignition on. Check engine light off. Ooh. Looks like it might have been unplugged. Oh, score! Okay. Left LCD screen works. Right doesn't. Horn doesn't work. Lights work. High beams. Yep. That's all good. Turn signals. Yep. Air conditioning surprisingly does work. And it works well. So air conditioning is good. Really sweet aftermarket radio. Look at this puppy. How fast and furious is that? That's awesome. That doesn't work. There's no sound that comes out of that. 5-speed manual does work and it works well. Shifts through all the gears smoothly. Handbrake works. Windows. Yep. Windows work. This is all janky. This is all janky. Carrera floor mats, extra power, and top. Nope. Completely dead. Rearview mirror heaters, door locks, they work. How about the engine? The engine is actually really strong. CD holders, oh yeah, working well. Yes, it's leaky. Yes, there's 100 billion things in this car that don't work. Yes, we'll probably get upside down on it. But right now, none of that matters. So what are we gonna do with this car? Well, it's a Boxster, so it's not terribly interesting. But I have some ways I think we can make this car absolutely one of a kind and absolutely special. And I'd love to hear your ideas, but I think what we have planned is going to blow you away. I'm wearing a lab coat now because I think it makes me look more official. But I'm gonna write out all the issues we know of with this car because it's a big list and I think we need to see it on the board. So, starting at the front, we've got the lights, we've got the bumper, the wheel, which is completely curved, we've got the rocker damage, we've got that massive oil leak, which is probably from the rear main seal. We don't know the condition of the IMS, we don't know the condition of the clutch. But the three of these things together would be over $3,000. And our total budget, $10K. The car was very cheap at $6 grand, but I don't think we can stretch that. All right, moving on through the back, we need rear tires. It's completely undrivable. We've got the convertible top, which only goes up some of the time and down some of the time. The horn is busted. The key doesn't work. Check engine light doesn't work. We don't know if it's throwing codes. Emissions. Radio. Hood struts. Oil change and filter, which is several $100s on a Boxster. This car might be a total lemon. But it's our lemon, I guess, so.
You know, Tommy, I think we may have bought a lemon.
It does appear to be that way, yeah, it's kind of a pile.
Yeah, there's a lot wrong with this, and to fix it, we would definitely get upside down, and we certainly couldn't do it in $10,000, but I think I may have an idea of what you could do with this to actually make this project interesting and all these issues go away.
Yeah, what's that?
What's your favorite vehicle besides, obviously, Porsches?
Well, it's Jeeps.
Yeah, and what do Jeeps do really well?
They go off-road really well.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think I am.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yep. Baja Boxster! And that is coming up on the Fast Lane Car. Stay tuned to episode 2. We're gonna take this Porsche off-road.
We're gonna take this Porsche off-road. That means what? We gotta lift it?
Yep, that means tires, that means lights, that means underbody protection, that means maybe a winch.
And none of this matters.
No, none of this matters.
Done.